What goals must humanity achieve by 2050? 1. Combating global warming. One of the key issues concerning humanity today is global warming. According to the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC report, the pace of global warming has accelerated over the past 7 years, and some climate change processes are already irreversible. Experts estimate that by 2030, the average temperature on the planet will rise by 1.5 C, which is 10 years earlier than previously predicted. They warn that such an increase could make the climate system unrecognizable. In this regard, international organizations, individual countries, and both public and private companies are setting goals to reduce CO2 emissions. According to the European Union's Green Deal, EU countries plan to become a carbon-neutral economic zone by 2050, reducing emissions to zero. This goal of slowing down global warming by significantly reducing global greenhouse gas emissions is also pursued by 194 countries participating in the Paris Agreement. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, the livestock sector is responsible for 14.5% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Additionally, FAO estimates that greenhouse gas emissions in the agriculture, forestry, and fisheries sectors have nearly doubled over the past 50 years and could increase by another 30% by 2050 if no measures are taken to reduce them. 2. Overcoming aging. Advances in healthcare and technology have led to increased human life expectancy. However, this has also led to a rise in the aging population worldwide. According to the United Nations, this trend has become one of the key transformations of the 21st century. The proportion of the elderly population is expected to increase to 16% by 2050, according to the World Health Organization. Scientists studying the biology of aging have made several significant discoveries in recent decades. It turns out that the aging process is not as inevitable as previously thought, and by understanding the molecular and cellular mechanisms that cause aging, we can slow down or even reverse these processes. Billionaires around the world are actively investing in rejuvenation projects. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos has invested in Altos Labs, a company working on biological reprogramming technologies, turning old cells into young ones. This phenomenon was discovered by Japanese scientist Shinya Yamanaka in 2012, who called it the elixir of life and received the Nobel Prize for his discovery. Coinbase co-founder and CEO Brian Armstrong has also invested in an epigenetic reprogramming company working on extending human life. The main challenge for scientists is to rejuvenate cells within the body in a simple manner, such as through medication. Currently, the only way to reprogram cells is through genetic engineering, a costly set of methods and technologies available to a very limited number of people. 3. Full implementation of artificial intelligence. AI technologies are gradually permeating various aspects of human life. They will detect dangerous diseases at an early stage, predict weather conditions over large areas, and for long periods become the foundation of the smart home and the market for autonomous vehicles. Professor Toby Walsh from the University of New South Wales, an AI specialist, predicts that by 2050, humans, as computerized minds, will be able to live forever. Scientists hope to upload and save data from our brains onto storage devices, allowing people to remain alive in robotic bodies. Neurobiologist Randall Cohen plans to transfer brain activity and human consciousness into an artificial body by 2045. The scientist will map the brain, reduce its activity to computations, and reproduce these computations in code. This is less about achieving immortality and more about enabling people to do things currently impossible, such as traveling in space. AI will also significantly impact the transportation industry by enabling autonomous control, reducing the likelihood of accidents. Unlike humans, AI systems eliminate the human factor and continuously analyze the surrounding environment. Thanks to Google's autonomous vehicle projects, such cars could become available to the middle class in a few decades. Autonomous trains are already operational in several European countries, while Boeing is considering the creation of an autonomous jetliner. By 2050, according to Professor Walsh, all land, water, and air routes will be occupied by autonomous transport. Additionally, AI will provide emotional support. Dr. David Levy predicts that by 2050, marriages between humans and robots will be considered commonplace and highlights their potential benefits for lonely and antisocial people, those with mental disorders, and those with physical disabilities. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel, and remember, the best way to predict your future is to create it.